Good morning, everyone. I am here today with an unboxing video. This is my October Citrus Twist Pocket Kit. So it actually came on Saturday and I have been too busy to open it, so I'm finally getting to it today. So here's what it looks like from the outside in the pouch. And I will take out everything here. Always so full of goodies. I love it when this comes every month. And I've been so crazy busy that I didn't even really see much of a preview online for what's in here. So this will really be a surprise. So here is the opening card. I'm a crafty girl. I make things. Lots of things. I like that. That's just the card that tells you that Citrus Twist made the kit and sent it. Begin now. I like this one. I would probably just cut off that bottom or cover it with something and use it for when I have scrap days with my friends. So I love it. And I love the green. All right, so let's get our piles going here. So I have cards. Whoops. Oh, that's the stamp. Stickers. Stickers. Oh, all right. So I'm going to put the paper and the cards together, and then we'll have the rest of this stuff. So let's maybe start with anything that's a sticker. How about that? So the alpha, we always get fabulous alphas every month. I love this. Not only do I love it because it's a little bit larger than what we sometimes get, but I love this color. It's like a dark periwinkle almost, and you don't see that very often. I love it. I'm a purple person, and this has just enough of a hint of purple that I dig it. So that's awesome. And then we have some tiny word stickers. They are black with gold foil. Hopefully you can see a lot of them. And they look like they're just generic phrases, I think. Off-road, celebrate eating this story, happy accident, motivated. Yeah, they're just kind of miscellaneous phrases. But that's perfect because that's the kind of stuff I use if I'm not doing my travel stuff. So I could use these for travel, but I could also use them for regular scrapping. So that's perfect. And who doesn't love a little gold in there, right? So those are fantastic. And then the puffy stickers. I love it that they also include these every month. I love me a good puffy sticker. And they seem to have some great designs and phrases. So I always like getting those. So what do we have here? Just say yes, real life, keep the faith, just playing, making memories, grateful. I suppose this is because Thanksgiving is coming up here. Be strong, my story, seriously loving, so unexpected, eat, drink, and be merry. Lots of good phrases here. I don't see anything right off the bat that I might use for travel other than the discovering. But you never know. I might be able to work in some of these. I'm just starting to really gather things and start thinking about how to lay out my albums from my trip that I took this summer. I was in 3 different countries, so I'm going to do 3 different albums. So who knows? Maybe I'll work these in there. Looking at some of the more embellishment type things, there's a little package of wood veneer hearts. Who won't use those? I love having those in my stash. And I like it because they have little designs on them. Most of them look like they're polka dots, but then this one has little tiny triangles on it. So these will be fun. I could use these for anything, really. And then we have a book page, which I don't think we've gotten before. If we have, I don't remember it. I don't tend to use these a lot, but it really depends on what it is. Looking at this one, I might actually use it because I have 2 cats. I take an insane number of pictures of them. Don't judge. This I might actually use because I could maybe cut this out somehow and use it because it's got the cat in the background there. And we do have a bird feeder set up right outside off our back deck. And there are little birds there. So I might be able to make use of that in my everyday scrapping. Here is the pack of die cuts, and just from looking at the package, I can see already that I know I'll be using some of these. I have plans for some of what I see here, and mostly it's these super cute leaves that are in here. Can I get all of these items out? Nope, they're gonna stick. There we go. So these leaves, I know that I am going in, what, 2 weeks up north. I live in Minnesota, so we're going up north to the North Shore, which is Lake Superior. And the leaves will be turning. They're already turning now, but I'm hoping there will still be some color when we're up there. But I can use those to document our day trip up there. So that would be fantastic. Ooh, look at this. I take lots of flower pictures too, so those will be excellent. But just seeing the leaves makes me happy because I know that I can use those for my day trip photos. Ooh. And I like that there's a yellow one in there too. So it looks like there's lots of good things. There are also just some kind of generic things like hearts. We always get hearts or stars or arrows or something in these kits. Ooh, purple leaf too. You don't see that in reality too much, but I'm going to use it because I love purple. And we always get labels like this too, just plain ones, which I love. I go through those like crazy. So I love it when I get them, and I really like this color. That's somewhat unusual. You don't see a lot of that. More leaves, some fun little tags here. More leaves, and of course the gorgeous flowers. I actually just took another day trip a couple weekends ago to St. Cloud, which is about an hour west of where I live in Minnesota, and they have a botanical garden there. And we did stop, and there were some things still in bloom at that time because the weather has been, or was fairly warm. Now it's not. And so I could use these for that, probably, I'm thinking. So 2 day trips, actually, that I can use some of this for, which is awesome. There's another just cool black and white label. So there's lots of good stuff in here, as always. This cute little teapot and teacup. I love it. So lots of good phrases, and oh, another leaf. There we go. I love it that there's such varied colors. That's pretty cool. And then, oh, what are these? Around town. Cool. Exploring new places. Okay. These are definitely going to be travel items around town. I'm going to put that into my Stash of Europe stuff because I know I'll use it for that. And then this one, exploring new places. It looks outdoorsy. I'm still getting started on my husband's Utah album. And I can totally use this in there because most of that trip was outdoor stuff. Mountains, rivers, hiking, that kind of stuff. So that's awesome. All right, let's go on to the stamp set. So here's our stamp set this time. And obviously there's the big week here. And then I would assume, because there's this opening, that you can put these phrases in there. Week in review, in perspective, weekly life. Now, I don't do project life in terms of a weekly or a monthly thing. I use Pocket Pages a lot, but I don't do project life. So I'm not sure that I would use this unless it were with travel. If I were going somewhere for a week, then I could maybe work that in somewhere. And then some of these other phrases, though, in progress, let it begin, happening, shenanigans, update, all wrapped up, those I could use for anything. So that's good. I like it when they're a little bit more generic because then I have more options in how I'm going to use them. All right, now on to the best parts, right? Paper and 4x6 cards and then the 3x4. I'm going to do this one first. Leave the paper there for a moment. And then we always get a sheet of these too. So the cutout labels, again, love them. I know they'll get used. And then our cards, small things, great love. Currently, that's a cool one. I know this is just kind of plain, but I love this yellow. And this is perfect for fall. I know I will use that. Together's the best place to be. What we did, notes, nope. It's going to be this side that I use, guarantee it. So, 2 of those. And then the papers. I love that these come 6x8 because that is my preferred size when I scrapbook. So I love it that they're all ready to go. So again, this yellow theme I absolutely love. I'm a yellow person. I find it very cheerful. I love the color. So this is perfect for me. And oh, that's right. I always forget which kits come double-sided and which are single. These are single. All right, so we have that one. Oh, look at that blue. That's gorgeous. And you could use that for anything, really. I may use this, though, again, for the day trip that we're going to take up north, because we always take photos of Lake Superior. Doesn't matter how many times we've been there and how many times we've seen it. This might work because of this gorgeous blue. Ah, very nice. You could do an entire page of journaling with this. And this may end up in my Europe album, actually, because my goal on this one is to include a lot of the history, because the countries where I was, they have a lot of history particular to World War II, because I was in Germany, Austria, and the Czech Republic. And there's so much to write about there. And so I really want to make a good effort at journaling. So I think actually I'm going to add this to these little things here to go in my Europe stash. So those will be over there. This is very cool paper. It almost makes me think of like a book theme. Even though there's this camera here, I could cover that up or cut it or something. I do a book about all the things that I read, but it's a traveler's notebook. It's not pocket pages, but I could cut this down to use it in my traveler's notebook. So that'll be fun. I like the look of it. And a good black and white print is always a nice thing to have. So I love this. I know it'll get used, not worried about that. Ooh, same with this one. I love this pattern here. This green makes me think about the botanical garden from my other day trip. That may very well get used in there. All right. Just a nice wood grain here. I don't have specific plans for how I would use it, but I love wood grain prints like that, so that's good. A very pastel-y choice here. That makes me think summer, actually, so I'll have to think about that. We did go on our trip. We did go in Vienna, if I remember correctly, and have some ice cream because it was so hot. We sat in an outdoor restaurant and had ice cream under umbrellas, and it was very much this color palette, so maybe I'll end up using it for that. A nice soft blue and white polka dot, can't go wrong with a good polka dot. And letters in the background. I'm a professor and I love the written word, so any pattern that looks like this, well, of course I'm going to love it. And it matches kind of this thing here. It's the same type of pattern, so that's cool. So that may end up also in my traveler's notebook about books, because that would be fitting. And then a nice pink stripe. And again, I could use that for anything. So, all right, the papers are a hit, that's for sure. Now, down to the last item, the 3x4 cards. I can get them out of here. There we go. All right. Some of those leaves. It's a recurring theme here. I like it. Time for a change. Oh, and then look at the leaves floating. Oh, I like both of these. I don't know which one of those I'm going to use. I could certainly use this one for the road trip I'm going to take, but I really like this. I could maybe make that work for a theme. Time for a change, just saying we needed to get away, be out of the city for a while. I don't know, but I like both sides. That's going to be a tough one for me to sacrifice one and only use the other side. All right, next one, enjoying it all with this little kind of grid here up top. And then just a journaling card on the other side, but I like that it's two-tone. Makes it a little more interesting. And this, I love it because it's pinky, but it's also purpley, which works very much for me. I love purple. Well, this side's cute too, but I think I would probably end up using this. I'll put a sticker on it or something. I don't know, but I really like that side. Real life. And oh, this is cute. This is another one where I don't know how I'll use it yet, but I just like the way it looks. I'll find a way. Kid life. I have 3 kids. Technically, I guess I have 2 now because one is an adult. She just turned 21, so not really a kid anymore, but maybe I could write something about my boys. Whoops, wait, I got 2 stuck together here. There we go. Oh, mom life. Okay. Well, that's going to be a tough one too then, because I could write about myself or about my kids. I think I'm in love. You could use that for just about anything. A person or maybe somewhere that I've traveled. I could maybe fit that in somehow. I do like this side though too. I like these colors. I'm not going to put it in the Europe pile yet. I need to think about that one. I love this. It kind of goes with that fall theme and botanical theme. It'll get used. This is cute too, but you know what? I like this side better. It'll be that one. Enjoying reading, drinking, listening, eating. Cool. Or just some journaling. I like this side better. I could maybe put that in my traveler's notebook too. I could circle reading maybe and put it on the opposite page from a book. I'll have to get creative there. The story unfolds. You could use that for anything. I could use that both sides really for my reading traveler's notebook. There's quite a few things that are reading themed here. One of the cutout words said reading on it too. So that's perfect. On my heart, you can fill in the options there, or let's stay home. Ooh, I like both of those too. I don't know. We didn't realize we were making memories. We just knew we were having fun. A.A. Milne, all from Winnie the Pooh. This may have to go in my Europe album. Because we had a lot of fun, and really it's one of the best trips I've ever taken. So I think maybe that has to go into the Europe pile. Let's see the other side. Just says happiness. No, I guarantee it'll be the side I use, and that's going in that pile. Conversation. Or clever girl. That makes me think of Jurassic Park. Clever girl. It might be this one. Also for Europe, actually, because my friend and I actually had one bad experience in Prague. We had booked a photo tour, and the directions for our meetup point were horrible, and we were there 15 minutes early, but ended up not finding our guide until 20 minutes after the tour was supposed to start. Luckily, it was just the two of us and a tour guide. But then when we met the tour guide, he was horrible. He was so rude, so condescending, that actually we never even took a photo with him. We just said, you know what, this isn't going to work out. It's been such a mess, we're just going to walk away. And I could write about what we talked about after, because we actually had, my friend and I had a funny conversation about it later, and just took it as one of those things, you know what, stuff happens. You know, travel isn't always perfect. And I could maybe write that story here. So that might be fun. I'm going to put that in the Europe pile as well. So that is the kit. The 3x4 cards. We got a book page. The papers, 6x8 papers. 4x6 cards. Wood veneer hearts. Stamp set. Puffy stickers. Alpha. Tiny word phrases. The embellishment pack. Tons of stuff in here. So this was an excellent kit. I'm very, very happy with it, and I can't wait to start using it. Thanks for watching, everybody.